Good morning and welcome to your Friday 5 for 5. I am Adam, the worship pastor here at First Baptist Church of the Islands in Savannah, Georgia. And all this week we have been talking about words, gossip, and grace during our 5 for 5 devotions. Ken Sande, in his book on conflict resolution, The Peacemaker, gives the following definition for gossip. He says, to gossip means to betray a confidence or to discuss unfavorable personal facts about another person with someone who is not part of the problem or its solution. You know, there's a story I once heard of a man who spread vicious rumors and harmful gossip about another man. Well, in the small town where they lived, the judge not only presided over cases where the law was broken, but also over cases involving unethical or improper conduct. So the man who had spread the malicious gossip was brought before the judge. Well, the judge stepped from behind the bench and he handed the man a large bag full of chicken feathers. Well, he told him, here's what I want you to do. I want you to, this very day, place a feather upon the doorstep of each and every home that has heard and listened to your gossip, and upon the doorsteps of those who have repeated what you've said. And after you've completed this assignment, I want to see you back in my courtroom tomorrow morning. Well, the man quickly got to work and began placing the feathers on the step of each home that had either heard about the rumor or had helped spread the gossip by repeating it to others. After 4 hours, the man returned home, having nearly emptied this entire bag of feathers. Well, that night there was a terrible storm. The rains fell, the winds blew, but this man slept soundly because he was happy that his punishment had been concluded. Well, the very next day he went back to the courtroom and the judge again stepped out from behind his bench. But this time he gave the man an empty sack and said, I want you to go back home and go to each house that you put a feather and collect them. Well, the man said, there's no way I can collect each of the feathers. The wind surely blew them away last night, and they're scattered all over the countryside. The judge smiled and said, neither can you withdraw the harm you've done by saying what you said. You know, gossip hurts. And I know, probably like my family, you know this truth all too well. But I want you to look at the admonition Paul gave to the believers in Ephesus in Ephesians 4:31. Get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God, through Christ, has forgiven you. You know, my grandma used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, pray for them. I want you to always ask yourself, is what I'm about to share true? Is the person I'm sharing this with part of the problem or its solution? Have I actually talked to the people involved? Am I wanting to tell this out of a heart of anger and bitterness? Have I prayed for this person and for myself? What is my motivation for sharing this? And let me just say, this whole, I don't mean to talk about this person, but they need prayer, that's just gossip described as a prayer request. So take your own advice and talk to God about it, not to your neighbor. You know, I want to challenge you to play the reverse gossip game. I want you to see how many nice things you can say behind someone's back this week. How many nice things. And as you've been encouraged to do all this week, I want you to send an encouraging text to someone this weekend. I'll see you on Sunday for worship. Bye-bye.